You're live. Very nice. All right. What are we doing today? First, I want to go to this system and check it out because it's pretty close. And in this system, this architect actually did a phenomenal job. I was able to get everything I need in one shot. Now, where the hell is it? I wrote it down. I'm a pen and paper kind of person. I have a million computers and still everything's overloaded. Where did I put it? It was really, really close. I don't know what the hell I did with it. I wrote down somewhere. Here it is. Okay. So the guy at Snake Sector SJQB50. So I want to go there. Check it out. Since there's nobody here, no data. Very nice. Let's reset this. Always have problems with streams, man. Don't know what's going on. Alright. Let's get a ship and go over there and check it out. Maybe do some scanning. And then save the scan so I can go back and in any case, they have CMM composites, but it's a medium-sized city. And it had a starport, right? It had a starport, which means I could store ships. Did I say that right? Maybe hangars? Don't know. Alright, right now it is 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock in England. It is 8 o'clock in the morning Eastern. It is 5 a.m. in California. Nobody is streaming. But that's okay for me. So let me set the reason I'm doing this is because if it's a cool area, sector, SJQ, see it's not on my list, B50. Let's go there. It's only 75 light years. Okay. So that would be about 3 or 4 jumps with Panther Clipper. But I don't have to go to the bubble. That's why I want to come to this. I want to go to the system and check it out. And then I'm going to come back and offload. So what do you think about the new prize for the Galactic Edition T11? Galactic. What's the next one gonna be? Universal Edition. Yeah, they went from basic to stellar. Now it's galactic. Next it'll be universal. Then it'll be multiverse. The multiverse version. 60, what was it, 65,000? It's a mining ship. Why would you put all the sparkly things on a mining ship? It's an oxymoron. You don't want to sparkle in an asteroid belt. Hey, look, pirates, here I am. Come and shoot me down. Anyway, I really wish I could work for these guys. It just doesn't make any sense. There's no logic. Huh? I'm already there? Okay. That's nice. Okay. So this is the system. Let's scan it. $15 bodies. Anyway, this is where I got my CMM composites. I didn't go into the bubble. I didn't use a Trailblazer ship. Which the only one I like to go to, the closest one, 9057H8, has been barren forever. Another bug that goes on the we'll get to it as soon as we can list. But talking about the Type 11, I'm considering buying it on one account, but then I said it's a mining ship. Why didn't they do that with the Panther? They would have made a fortune. Seriously. Everybody and their mother bought a Panther. I bought a Panther for every one of my accounts. That's 7. Do you understand? But I didn't buy the Stellar Edition. The paint jobs look like something out of the 1950s. Maybe that's who was working at Frontier. 1950 people. Boomers. They're still working there. Biological. It's not like I'm gonna go here and claim the system, but I want to scan it so I can have it in my pilot's, I guess, handbook or something. And this way, I was impressed because it's a medium port. I was able to do the escape pod method. Hey Corvus, what's up, buddy? Sorry, I didn't see you there. Hold on. I'm gonna put the chat so I can see you. There you are. Very nice. So I was saying 65,000 arcs. That's just great. So this guy Corvus, I went to this station on this planet. Let me see, where is it? It's everything is together. What's it called? Alonso's Folly. I think it's Alonso's Folly. Everything's so tight that I think this is it. Yeah, this is it. So it has a shipyard, right? I said starport. Okay, shipyard. It has a shipyard, so I was able to do the escape pod method, and it's a medium-sized city. It's not a large, it's not a circular one. It's a medium-sized city. Do what you can, dude. Pretty soon those systems that you're at will be colonized. Mars Europe, Ghost Giraffe, he streams on YouTube. his squadron is 1,500 light years out in the North American nebula. 1,500 light years. That's amazing. I'm still working on 500 light years away from the bubble, but it seems like these guys are going way out. So 3,500 light years, pretty soon there'll be a bubble there also, I think. Alright, so this guy did a good job. Hats off to Commander Kisniaha. Kisniaha. I don't know, I can't pronounce that. Hats off to this guy. He did a good job in the system. He has a lot of tech, Vista, Progress, Cassidy City. Very nice system. Good job. Yeah, 1,500. It's like JD. She said, "Yeah, we're 1,500." It says, "Yeah, just let me know. Let me know if I can help." And actually, I was biting my tongue when I said that, because 1,500 light years would mean that it would take me an hour with the fleet carrier to bring it out there. Or even the squadron carrier to bring it out there to unload. But she's building a tier 3 all the way out there. But it's more than one person, so it's a pretty sizable squadron. Okay, so these guys did a good job. They did a very good job. Let's go back home and unload. How did I get there so fast? I don't remember. Anyway, I don't know what's going on with my brain. Okay. The reason I'm doing this is because the other day I was looking for CMM composites that's close by, and this guy built the tier 2, and because of all the tech in his system, and because he has tech on the planet, I think he's got some biochem thing, or I don't know what it is. He was able to get the shipyard in his tier 2. So I was able to do the escape pod method, which is great because if you know, it saves you one trip. But it's still a little bit far out, 75 light years. That's about three or four jumps with the Panther Clipper. But soon my tier 3 will be finished. I'm gonna put some time into it this week and work on it. Yeah, dude, I was thinking of doing the same thing. Since I got 7 accounts, I was thinking about taking one account and sending that guy out into the black, which will give me content, right? It'll give me content so I can show people the direction I'm going, and I'll go like in a clockwise orientation, or maybe even counterclockwise, and try to get to Beagle's Point, and then come swing all the way around. I don't know how long that's going to take. Probably a year. Who the hell knows? Beagle's Point is way out. That's cool, dude. Whatever you change to, if you'll come to me, to my squadron, is fine. I'd love to have you. I play a lot. I haven't been streaming because I've been working on trying to get my laptop streaming, get cameras going. So the other day I streamed for I think 3 hours and I only dropped once, which is fantastic. You know. Yeah, I want to tell you I love Atlas. He's a good guy. He's a great guy actually. Um, but I wanted to have my own squadron carrier, and I have enough stuff that I can help whoever wants to come on. If I got new people, that's fine. They can have it. They want money, I have tons of it. Materials, I got tons of it. So I'm not like it's not like any other game, like you're jumping at the treasure chest to get that special item. I played Dungeons and Dragons for 13 years. I mean, we rolled the dice to see who's gonna get the special item in the chest. It's not like that. There's plenty of materials to go around, and if you go out with your buds, you can get tons of materials pretty fast. If we work together, maybe if we did about 3 or 4 rounds in that settlement, you would have gotten tons of materials. Like I'll put on some music and I'll just rinse and repeat, just keep going. So, but I have, if you look at, like, let me show you. And I won't go out settlement massacre missions because I get addicted. I want to say I get addicted. Open Squadron Bank. Here's the personal assets. Graphene 1297. Microelectrode. So microelectrode you can disassemble into smaller parts. 2099. Carbon fiber plating 215. Titanium plating 227. Tungsten carbide 275. Weapon components. That's the high end one, right? 1226. Compressed liquefied gas, genetic repair. You only need 6 biological samples to get one of the engineers. Generic repair meds, G meds. Okay, suit schematics 169, weapon schematic 200. All the stuff you need to upgrade. And here's the big one. Manufacturing instructions 143. So I was thinking about you the other day. If your suit is not level 5, my ship also has the I'll show you the Pioneer supplies, so you can go and upgrade your suit to level 5, and then we can work on engineering, because one of the engineers is to settlement reactivation. You need 10 of those, and one of them is combat. You have to do, I think, 3 tier 1 combat zones. So I can help you in that. We can like go together, and I can get you that engineer. I mean, we can, like, in 20-30 minutes we can knock it out. But anyway, it's good to have someone like me, because as a squadron leader, hint hint, whoever else is listening, because I don't need anything. I have 6 alts, and I'm not planning on doing anything crazy with them. Pretty much they all have their stuff. In any case. Yeah, I love Atlas. He's cool. I have nothing bad to say about it, but he's busy, and I have insomnia most of the time. Where's my ship? Okay, one's on the surface. One's on the surface. 1 second. What did I do here? Alright, let's see. 1232, no, it's the other one. I should change that. Damn it. Make this the number 2 and the other one number 1. I put all the storage on one, and I thought it was on this one. Yeah, that's why I thought about being squadron leader, because I don't need anything. And so I make a good leader because I just help the team. All two. Okay, the other one is blue one. Little bit of administrative work here. You got to keep things organized. Like, I haven't used these in forever. I don't even know if I'm going to keep them. This one I use for AFK. Just leave it there and does all the good work. And we're going to use this ship. Come back in the morning and I got millions in bounties. Beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. It's the small things that make me happy. Shit. Yep. Change this to Hall 01 and Long Rider 1. Long Rider. Wasn't that a movie? Long Rider? Oh yeah. Alright. Alright, we're ready to go. This guy has 1298. Okay. I got some CMM composites that I'm delivering. And then look, I got 12 Titan drive components, right? I'll go out, get 2, 3 more. I'll dump them in the fleet carrier, the squadron carrier. Since most of these ships that I have, except for the Explorer, they don't need to go very long distances. They're only like carrier ships. So, like, I overdid it. I got, I think, 15. I only used 3. But I'll do that. I'll just dump it on the squadron carrier. If people need it, they take it. Money's there. I think I got 10 billion. Need it? Take it. No problem. I'll go out to California and get 1 billion. Go hunting. See, in this game, the money really has no value. It just doesn't. Like, you go and play... let me see. Ah, you applied? Cool.
Departure confirmed.
In this game, that has no value. So squadrons. Ah, look at that. There you are. Oh, what'd I do? Approve application. Here, come on. Anyway, approved. Okay, so Corvus, we gotta make you something big, buddy. Let me see. Squadron. Corvus. How do you do this? Corvus. Where's Corvus? Here you are. How do we do this? Squadron. Corvus. Ensign. How do you do ranks? Leaders. Squadron bank. Ranks here. Ranks and permissions. Okay. But how do you apply? No. Exit. Okay, where are the members? Oh, come on. Ah. Members. Where are the members? Why is it so difficult? Here we are, Corvus. So you are promote to. So I didn't go above Lieutenant Colonel. So there's no Admiral, whatever. I thought it's pretty humble to keep it, at Lieutenant Colonel. Major, confirm. So you're a major now. Let's see. But permissions, I think I gave everybody permissions. I don't know. Ranks and permissions. Major is everything, right? Yeah, squadron. Majors have everything. Edit perks, change allegiance, edit squadron identity, identity. I might not want to do that because I like the dragon. So, edit squadron details. Why not? Invite, yes. Bank everything. Unlimited bank withdrawals. Okay. So there you go, dude. Pretty much, I'll do this too. Just don't change the emblem. I like the dragon. Okay, so you got full powers, except I think you can't send a fleet, a squadron carrier anywhere. But if you want the squadron carrier to go somewhere, just let me know. I'll send it to you or send it to your place. So you got full powers. You're a major. I'm the lieutenant colonel. There's no, I was thinking. Do you remember that? Remember the A-Team? I mean, you're kind of my age. Remember the A-Team? I think that guy was the lieutenant colonel. He was a lieutenant colonel, the main guy, the leader. I don't do generals. Okay, so let's go and dump this stuff before we get pirates. Yeah, so you got full powers, dude, so you can invite people if you want. You can take as much as you want out of the bank. Yeah, exactly. I'm working on the Discord. I just got too many things going on. Work, home, and so I test things. So once Discord works, then I'll put it into action, and What was that? What was the name? It was the team. Let me see. I'm gonna look it up. Yeah, it was B.A. Baracus, right? Murdoch. Hannibal, that's it. I think he was a lieutenant colonel. Hannibal. And Templeton? No, Dirk Benedict played Templeton? Anyway. Yeah, I didn't go above lieutenant colonel. I like yeah, that sounds cool, dude. Yeah, if you got ideas, let me know. I'm cool. I can do anything. And I last week with all the things happening, it kind of shocked me a little bit at this guy getting shot in the neck. And yeah, that was Baracus, B.A. His name was B.A. Mr. T. Yeah, I liked that show. I really like that show. Anyway, I'm playing every day because I need like something to fall asleep to. I'm serious, man. I got major insomnia. I think I sleep 3 hours a day. But on Saturday, Sunday, I catch up for some reason. I just sleep all day. Yeah, I don't remember. Do you remember? I don't remember him being called Templeton. Templeton Peck. Dirk Benedict. He played Templeton Peck. I don't remember that. I don't remember him being called that. Yeah. Anyway, cool show. Yeah, dude. It's just, and I made a mistake to watch the video, or watch a video through, and I saw his neck explode, and the thing that hurts is because I love kids. You know, that's why I'm doing what I'm doing, making game software for kids, like educational software. I love kids, and it's so freaking sad. I know she'll have money, but you can't replace a father with money. You just can't. And they're gonna grow up without a dad, which is freaking sad as hell. I don't know, man. We live in a strange world. I mean, he had good intentions. He's trying to help people. It's not like he has bad intentions. But I've been a little bit frazzled and watching the news, seeing what's going on. People are asking me questions here, and I can't answer. Here's what I'm building. That's what the Dragster's Forge. So this is gonna have refinery and industrial, maybe a minor tech. So maybe 3 economies. I don't know, maybe 2. Maybe tech and refinery, or I'm not sure yet. Anyway, I'm back on track, and I'm back in the game. And I'm sleeping better. Yeah, last week it was Insomnia Central. I mean, I went through a whole day and night, and I didn't sleep till I took a 2-hour nap at work. I just couldn't keep my eyes open. So Yeah. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, please meet Major Commander Corvus Corax Nevermore of the Drac Squadron. Drac, by the way, in old Carpathian Mountains language means dragon. Yeah, dude, it was horrible. Shoot. The guy didn't just kill him. He hurt 4 people, 2 children, a woman, his wife, and him. He hurt 4 people. That's just terrible. Yeah, I got a lot of people asking me, "Oh, your country's so violent. We don't have that here." Yeah, because you're a communist country. The news is not going to show anything like that. For on-foot activities. No, dude, you need number 1 to get your gear to level 5. Okay? All of it. Just 1 Maverick suit and whatever weapons you're going to use. I personally use I'll tell you, this guy has everything. Loadouts. What's your speed at there? Okay, so I used the axe suit for axe reactivation missions, but now I got the Maverick suit. So you need Mattercore Intimidate. This is what I use. You can use whatever you want, but you need these at level 5. You need your guns at level 5. If you have them at level 5 and you have your suit at level 5, you're golden. Adding those little extras that the engineers give you, it helps, but at level 5 you can do a settlement easy. And you try not to get bounties, you're golden. That's why I was spent before you came on. I spent, I think, 45 minutes trying to find a good settlement that we can go to so we don't get bounties. I still got bounties on this guy. Let's see. Yeah, here. 7,200 Revolutionary Barrett Independence. So I still got bounties against me. But if you don't need a boot camp. It's very simple. If you don't want the cops to come, you have to turn off the settlement alarms. And so most of the time they're going to be in the command center. Yeah, so we got to get that Maverick suit to 5. So as soon as you get back, get on the squadron carrier. You have all the materials in the bank. Just go and level up the Maverick suit to 5. And then when you're golden, you're good to go. You can do the engineers 1 by 1. I think you only need 4 or 5, 3 or 4, something like that. It's not a lot. If you want to get night vision or scope and all that, yeah, you need a little bit more, but most of them you can do 3 or 4 and you're golden. So you got tons of materials in the bank. Just go to the squadron carrier. Tell me where you're going to be. I'll even send it to you. Go to squadron carrier. Take the stuff out. Level up your suits and your guns to 5. And you'll be golden. Okay, make sure you have all your equipment. Like, I have a level 3 TK Alpha rifle. Yeah, that's get that to 5. The higher the better, right? But you got all the materials. If you need more, let me know, and we'll go hunting for the materials. I plan on doing a Salmon raid or two, or maybe reactivation. But like, for instance, this character, I'll show you in a second. This character, I have so many of those care packages. I got the upper echelon care package, so each one has 100 pieces. Yeah, that's cool, dude. I have tons of materials. So even if you empty out the bank, I could still fill it with the stuff I have on just this character, just this one. Because when you reach level 100 in power play, they start sending you the higher echelon care package. So you get 100 components every time. And I got 30, 40, I don't even know. So I got tons of it. I wish they would increase the whatchamacallit, the carrying capacity to like 5,000, 10,000. It's just ridiculous. But whatever. That's I don't know how many things, and I'm not bad mouthing Frontier. They did some good work with the Panther Clipper. I'm in love with the Panther Clipper. I dream Panther Clipper. I eat Panther Clipper. Seriously, if I was in this universe, Elite Dangerous, that's all I would have is a Panther Clipper. But they did good work with it, except for the paint jobs. The paint jobs look like something out of 1950s. But they have so many projects that are open. Power play, colonization, now the squadron. I don't think squadron's complete. They still need to do looking for member, looking for group. So you can start a non-squadron group. You know, like strangers. Yeah, you can do 64 to 100 in a couple of days, even a day of work. But as soon as you hit 100, everything below 100 is 50. You get 50 components, but at 100 you get 100, and dude, you load up pretty fast. I have so much stuff. As soon as I unload, like I'll unload 10 packages and then I'll dump it into the carrier. And I have 6 other tunes, so the other ones, I think I have 2 that are over 100 already. But there's plenty of stuff. So the first thing you gotta work at is leveling up your suit and your guns, plural, to 5. And you got plenty of materials for that. I have 143 manufacturing instructions. If you need more, I do a loop. I'll do a mission, like to get encrypted data chip, and they're usually on a satellite. So I'll just keep on doing that until I fall asleep. I have a picture once I got 4 of them in one sitting. So if you need more manufacturing instructions, I'll get them. I'll show you how to get them too. There are, because of the power play, um, rare materials have become even more rare. So I haven't seen much manufacturing instructions. That's one of the videos, just because I keep talking Corvus. It's one of the things I did in one video, and I said a new player does not need to go and grind at all. All he needs to do is do power play. That's it. If he levels up power play, say to 100, he's got all the materials he needs, all of them. So, but before that, I don't know how many you get, because you got other things you get before 100. But at 100, you get 100 every time. And I can get at least 10 levels with a couple of hours of power play. So that's like 1,000. I love power play, but I just think they need to stop nerfing it and just fix it for finally and just leave it. Put it aside. Even if people say, oh, it's overpowered. Iceland Duval sucks. Look at what's his face. Oh, okay, whatever. So I love colonization, but I think the requirements for the bases are too high. Even though we got the new Panther Clipper, they're still too high. Maybe reducing them by 20%, even let's say even 10% would be great. Or have a mechanism where you can get NPCs to actually contribute, so you pay them to actually do that. But once that's finished, put it aside, leave it alone. That's it. Then work on another project. But they seem to like start a new project while the other ones are bugged out and they're not working. They start a new project, then they leave it, and it gets bugged out and doesn't work. Right? God only knows what they're doing now. I don't know what the next one's going to be. What bug they're going to come out with. Honestly, to tell you the truth, I don't think they play their own game. That's the way it feels. I don't think they actually play Elite Dangerous. I'd like to find that out if that's the case. Be a fly on the wall, just watch them all day. Dude, did you see the price of the Galactic package for the T11? Yeah, hire an NPC. Exactly. Or just have an NPC to offload your ship, you know? You got enough ships in the damn roster. You can hire NPCs. They can fly. Uh-oh. Why can't they load enough, unload the stuff? I don't know. Then you could have multiple NPCs working on multiple ships of yours. So you have, if I have two, yeah, 60,000. Is it 60,000? 65,000. It's a lot. But the thing about it is they have this kind of like neon sign looking thing for skin, for paint job. And I was thinking, dude, yeah, I'm mining. I want every pirate in the belt to see my ship. So I'm going to put the neon all over the place so they can see it on the other side of the goddamn gas giant. You know? Oh, look over there. Something's flashing. I'm going to go there and kill that guy and take his platinum. Seriously. I mean, I would like to see that in the Panther Clipper. Maybe the on other ships, but on the mining ship, it looks like an industrial mining ship, and it's got like Las Vegas style neon on it. I'm happy with the yellow. You know, maybe some black stripes like the T8. Exactly. Hey, pirates, I'm over here. Come and rob me, please. Exactly. you're like, you're like in the belt. You're masked by the dust, right, and the rocks and the ice. All of a sudden, Corvus, turn on those neons. I want to be seen. Hey, pirates! They should have the neon should scroll like letters. It should say, "Hey, pirates, here I am. Come and blow up my ship." Jesus. I don't know. I would have put it maybe on the... Maybe like make the Corsair a pimp ship. Like a pimp ship. Like it'd be pimping. That would put on a Corsair, or maybe the Panther, or even the Cobra. But an industrial T11 mining ship.
Access granted. Please follow standard docking protocols, Commander. Docking request confirmed. Assisted approach is go.
My daughter has birds. These birds chirp so loud you can hear them all the way on the other side of the house. They drive me crazy. So she got one bird, very exotic looking, about the size of a fist, right? Has a red beak. Now, she didn't like that one because it bit her. So then she bought a blue one, which is a more loving bird. But now both of them chirp the hell out of my head. At 6 o'clock in the morning, I hear them chirping. It's like my alarm clock.
Solid approach. What can we do for you, Commander?
Ah, man. The Panther Clipper needs better paint jobs, though. It's like the stripes. It looks like they're pirate prison ship or something. I would have put the Galactic Edition things on the Panther Clipper. You know, they could have the Panther Clipper Club emblem flashing and all that stuff, but on an industrial mining ship, they put neon lights like it's Vegas. I know, maybe things are different in England. Maybe they have factories that have neon lights, and you know, who knows? They turn into rave clubs at night. Yeah, it's lagging a little bit. You're behind about a minute or two. 55, 50. Yeah, about a minute. You're a minute behind. Alright. A few more runs and I'm done.
Landing clamps
Yeah, I
disengaged.
like Midnight Black.
Departure confirmed.
I got one paint job. I think 2 paint jobs for the Panther Clippers, but I didn't get the gold, whatever that gold thing is. Just looked tacky.
Speed restrictions have been lifted. We'll see you soon, Commander.
I think maybe they're rushing through getting their ships out for some reason. They're not thinking like, hey, this looks pretty bad. Let's not sell this because people not gonna like it. I think they're rushing too fast trying to bring out new ships, be honest with you. And that's why I have I have kind of a feeling that we're going to get ship interiors, but only on the new ships. So people will have to buy the new ships to get the ship interior. I think the old ships you can't, because some of them don't even have ramps or a way to get into the ship. So they have to redesign the ship. But if you notice, all the new ships, the ramp goes all the way up to the door, so you can walk up all the way to the door, and the door has enough width that something in coding, it's called collision. There's enough width that you can get through the door if the door opens, and you won't hit the wall. It's called collision. So I think they might do ship interiors with all the new ships they have. I want to be honest with you, don't get it too excited. I think the end of the year, they'll give us ship interiors, but they'll give us the Anaconda Mark II, a large ship. I do believe that. I'm thinking that there'll be an Anaconda Mark II. So it's because Anaconda's massive. So you'll be able to walk around. You'll be able to go from the flight deck to cabins, and you can do a lot with it. So that might be the Christmas gift that we get. I honestly think that because they're gonna want to sell it, and they're gonna want to sell not the Stellar edition, not the Galactic edition, but the Universal edition, which will be 100,000 arcs. The thing is going to shoot out sparkles out of its ass. Oh my god. Yeah, I honestly think that, but I think they'll have ship interiors at the end of the year with the new ships, not the old ones. Or maybe it'll be a new DLC. Who knows? They'll finally come out with atmosphere, elements, and all that. Who knows? Yeah. You're 3,000 light years out. Wow. Where exactly, dude? Where are you? Let's see. Let's see if you're in. Oh, Whoa, Swarks? I never heard that. VZN D7. That's pretty far out. Swarks. Yeah, I think so, but they could have made tons of money if they do two things. Okay? They allow to change the name of the settlement and the outpost and the station, right? Or the city, the tier 3 cities. If only they allowed us to change the planet name. How many planets out there? There's one system I have. How many planets? 46 to be allowed, and at let's say 10,000 a pop. They would make a ton of money. You don't have to change the system because everybody's crying. Oh, the astrologer who discovered the system, he won't get the credit. Dude, it's a freaking game. Haven't you noticed that there are systems with name changed in the bubble? I mean, there's so many. If they do that, they'll make a ton of money. They'll make more. I don't know how many systems I have. Maybe more than 50. Right? They'll make a ton of money. There we go. Getting closer. This one is so damn big. But I need it for CMM composites and ceramic composites. And it'll change the tech level in the system. So this way, I have one outpost that has no commodities market. That'll change as soon as this is finished. Nice. Very nice. 1.8 billion. Did you get Shinrana Desra? You got that one? So you can go to that system and get outfitted? If you didn't, that will get you there, because that'll get you elite. You have to have over 1 billion, I think, if you're elite. Shinrata Desra. I think I said that right. Yeah, dude. You know, my goal is, you want to know why I really started a squadron? I kid you not. When I first started this game, I was such a noob. I didn't know how to do anything. I couldn't scan a system. I couldn't scan a planet. I couldn't do anything at all. I learned from this guy, Hawks Gaming. He has a lot of videos. And I watched his stuff, and I did exactly what he said. Back then, you didn't need to scan a planet to get full money for it. Nice. Very nice. Very good, Corvus. So back then, you didn't need to scan the planet to get full money for it. They nerfed that too, you know, eventually. So if you just scan the system, you basically got full monies for the planets instead of scanning the planet, etc. You didn't need to do that. You didn't even to do first footfall. There was no Odyssey then. It was just Horizon. So I'm brand new. I bought myself a hauler. I put like B drive. I put a couple of things. I put a laser. and it was a utterly useless build, right? Less than 10 light years per jump. I was getting average 7 to 8, right? And I go out, right? And I'm doing exactly what you're doing, scanning planets and all that. Now, I didn't know how to do the scan. I didn't even have the DSS, the surface scanner. I didn't have that. So I would fly towards the planets, and the ship would scan it, and then I would get credit and move on, right, to another system. Early on, now I always start in the same place, Trappist, Fummelhout, around there. I start from there, and I just do a road to riches, right? So I'm doing a road to riches, and I hit this system, and it's got some gas giants. I remember it being, I think, less than 300 light years from Trappist. I think south of the median, let's say the equator of the galaxy, and all of a sudden I get a message across my screen. You are trespassing in restricted area. You have 10 minutes to leave, or you'll get blasted out of the skies. Right? They're going to destroy my ship. In the left-hand corner, in the HUD, it said Raxla Darkwheel. And I had a big skull on the right side, and then there was a countdown timer in the screen in my face. Now, I didn't have any fuel because I was pretty much surrounded by red stars, non-scoopable. So it took me about 5 minutes to find a way to get out. And I never went towards that, whatever it was. Okay, I don't know if it was a settlement, an outpost. I don't know what the hell it was. All right, I never went there. I got the hell out of Dodge, and I kept going. I never read, even though I bought the original, this is how old I am, I bought the original Elite from the 80s. I played it on my brand new computer I bought, right? And I even read the book. I totally forgot about Darkwheel and Raxla. So I did not remember the lore till later, till I realized, damn, man, I was in the system. I was there. Here's what I know. You have to actually fly towards it. It's kind of like resource extraction site. If you're at the sun, it's not going to pick it up. You're not going to pick up the RES. You have to actually go towards the gas giant, and then you pick up the RES. So it's kind of like that. It's hiding in plain sight. So if you go to the system and you scan, you're not going to pick it up. Okay, it's hiding in plain sight. So I found it, and since 2017, like you, I started 2017, 2018. I picked up the game in 17, stopped playing after 5 minutes, and a year later I picked it up again. I've been trying to find this system, and I've told dozens of guys at the forums. I told them what to look for. I was really dreaming that colonization would actually help us find Raxla. you know, and I don't know why. It's mind baffling why they don't start just a DLC with Raxla on it. They would sell as many copies as Starfield did. Okay, because everybody since the beginning of this game knows about Raxla. So if you have like a quest line that you start doing Raxla quest line, you're trying to find Raxla, and then you go here, you go there, and all of a sudden you unlock 4 starports on each corner of the galaxy. It would sell millions of copies. I don't know what they're thinking. Seriously. A Raxla DLC will sell millions of copies. At $30 a pop, $20 a pop? Are you kidding? But meanwhile, they're working on Planet Coaster and Jurassic Galaxy, or whatever the hell it is. My God. But that's what I would do. I would do a DLC that's Raxla story related, like a role-playing game. And you go and do quests to find clues, and then you end up on corners of the galaxy. You can add the colonization to it and expand from those corners, right? Andromeda Galaxy, you can go to a different galaxy. I don't know.
Ship released. Departure confirmed.
Yeah, it is in the game. It's hiding in plain sight. And it's not, you don't need a PhD to find it. Eventually someone will find it and did what I did. Or maybe they permanent locked it already. They might have done that.
You have now departed the no-fire zone. Best of luck, Commander.
I've been trying to find it since 2018. Trying to follow my footsteps. You know, going local. Less than 7 light year jumps. It was not that far away from Trappist. I want to be honest with you. Less than 300 light years from Seoul. Maybe 200, 180. But that's what I would do. I would have a Raxla DLC. And then I would add maybe another alien species DLC. That'll be number 3. Upgrade Odyssey, have Odyssey 2. You know, more guns, harder gameplay. That's what people complain about. That's why they don't like it, because it's too easy. You'll see, once you get the level 5 suit and gun, and you added some upgrades, it's super easy. But I don't know. Maybe they don't want to make money. I send them pretty much every month or so. I send them some suggestions. Like, for instance, the upgrades to the cargo racks. That was about a year ago. I told them, we have upgrades for everything. Why not somebody invents Mark II cargo racks? Okay, so if you look at Trappist and look at your galaxy, let me land and I'll show you. Let me land. You're about a minute behind, so your chat is live, but the stream is about a minute behind. Dude, and I have no reason to make up shit. Like, I want people to kiss my butt on the forums or something like that. I could care less. But I'm telling you, it was Raxla, it was the Dark Wheel, and the planet with a moon that this thing was associated with changed names to like a African name or some shit like that. It had a started with A. Oh shit! I'm gonna crash. Don't crash. Okay. Ah, I'm gonna crash. Come on, landing gear. Oh man, that was rough. Okay, I'm landing, so it's on autopilot. Let me show you. Alright, let me type in Trappist.
Landing gear deployed.
Okay. Let me look at Pilot Federation. Normal view. No. No. We want human, non-human. Okay.
Docking
So,
successful.
so here's Trappist.
Engaged.
Here's Trappist. So if I'm looking at the galactic core, there's the Sagittarius A. Here's Trappist. It was towards this direction, 7 o'clock, and it's downward. So it'd be somewhere around here. I don't know exactly where it's going to be. Somewhere around here. So I was about this far out, I would say. Okay. And I was just south of the galactic plane. In any case, I think colonization will solve my problem. Just look at the way it looks right now. So I'm sure pretty much all of these will be filled sooner or later. Oh, great. So, yeah, wait for the stream to catch up. You'll see what I'm talking about. But I was surrounded by red stars, non-scoopables, and it actually took me a long time to find a scoopable one and get out of there. Yeah, you gotta go local, and you gotta scan the whole system. I mean, you gotta get close to the planets, like you're going for first footfall, and then you'll pick up the signal. I honestly think they permanent locked it by now. Because if you can't create content, you nerf stuff. So that's Frontier's MO. More about the random. Yeah, so every time I start a new account, I I would do a road to riches and I try to find it, but I haven't been able to. And the first account was on my Mac, so all that data logs, all the data logs are gone, so I couldn't actually I couldn't actually like check my data logs and see where I was. But I wasn't that far out. I didn't have a large jump range. I had 9 light year max, and I was getting 6 to 7 every time. So how many jumps could I have done? I had a fuel scoop, right? And didn't have a surface scanner, right? In any case, it just gives me motivation to buy another account. Try again. I tried to recreate the ship that I made. It's a hauler. I didn't have more than a Type B jump drive, right? But if I was them, I would create a DLC, Roxo DLC. It'll be another Starfield. And they got enough content they can make the DLC kick ass. They got Squadron, they got Colonization, they got Power Play.
Welcome your business at this carrier, Commander. Please enjoy your stay with us. Permission granted. A landing pad has been assigned to you. You have been cleared for approach. Feel free to relax. Your docking computer is in control.
Yeah, 7 light years was a lot. When you started the original Elite, you didn't have such a massive jump range. So
We've got you safe and sound.
okay, I got a few more transfers left,
Are at your disposal.
and I'll be done. I want to get the CMMs out of the way because my system here that I've colonized has the steel and the aluminum that I still need, so I can just fly in and out of that outpost and get it. And it's a medium, so it has a large pad. But the CMMs, you have to go to a ground base. I'm really Corvus. That is the reason I want to start a squadron. Is that let's say if we collaborate with other squadrons and we have 20-30 people, and I give them kind of an idea of where I think it was, and all of us just not just scan from the sun, like you go into the system and you scan. You're lazy man, right? I flew towards the gas giants. If we do that, if we get a system that has gas giants and they fly towards it.
Restrict speed until
I
an
don't
area
see
is
why it
far
can't be
behind.
found within this year, actually. I was really hoping colonization would solve that mystery. Or maybe it's perma locked. Maybe they perma locked it because people were before colonization started, they perma locked it so people won't colonize it. Who knows?
Frameshift drive charging.
But I was able to jump into the system, right? So it's not when I was doing Horizons, I was able to jump into the system, but as soon as I entered the gas giant area, all the names changed on my HUD and they warned me to get the hell out or get blown out of the sky. And I had a lot of data. I had at least maybe 100, 200 million, and I just didn't want to lose it, so I got the hell out of Dodge. So
Orbital flight engaged.
yeah, not just a scan. If you get into a system that has gas giants and they're pretty far out, even 50,000, 100,000 light seconds out, you need to fly towards them as though you're gonna scan the rings. Okay? Most people won't scan rings. They'll just scan the planet from the sun. Just do a honk and scan it from the sun. They won't surface scan it. Like if I find a system that has ring worlds, gas giants with rings, I will go and scan the rings. See if I find any overlapping mining rings. I always do that. But if they do that, we're bound to find it. Guaranteed. So they have to go into the system and go towards the ring worlds and be like they're ready to scan the rings. And it'll be like a res site, right? Resource extraction site. It'll pop up on your HUD. They'll say, "Hey, you're trespassing. Get the hell out of here." I honestly think Raxla is I think it's a nothing burger, like they say. It's a nothing burger. I don't think there's anything there. Otherwise, they would have capitalized on it, monetized it, right? They would have done a DLC. They would have done a whole big thing around it. So bum me out.
Docking request granted.
I really wish I'd find it with the 6 accounts I had. I don't want to get a 7th, 8 accounts. It's overdoing it. So far, so good. 1 hour and a half. The stream has not dropped. I didn't lose any frames. My frames per second's always been 60. Not bad at all. You know, it's pretty tough to stream. Hats off to those guys who are doing it every day. It's pretty hard work. The software is temperamental. YouTube is temperamental.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
And it's not like I'm doing it for money. All right. Almost done.
Ship released. Engines engaged.
The DLC, man. Rockstar DLC. They'll sell more than Starfield. Because every person who's ever played Elite Dangerous knows about Rockstar. From the first edition in the 80s, more than 40 years ago. And everybody would come and play the game. There'll be millions buying the DLC. I think about these things. I don't know. As a CEO of a company, I want to maximize the amount of money I make in everything, every game. Not just selling ships like Star Citizen. It's like, how long has it been since they came out with a DLC? Odyssey? How long has it been? 3, 4 years? 4 years? Anyway, let's just hope they get more creative. See, Elite Dangerous is not like, for instance, Cyberpunk. I can put Cyberpunk down and that's it. I play 20, 30 hours, 40 hours, and I'm finished. The storyline's finished. I can't continuously play Cyberpunk. Eventually, I just start a new game, or I just stop playing. Elite, fantastic, dude. Awesome. Yeah, send me a link to that. I love rock music. Oh jeez, what'd I do? Great. Pirates. Yeah, I'm into music. I love AI music. I think it's amazing invention. See what you can do with it. Play around. Make your own lyrics. You can still use ChatGPT and make like some incredible lyrics. I make my own lyrics. Have ChatGPT make corrections. Then I correct them again because they sound corny, right? And then I put it into the.
We see you out there, Commander.
I
Let's
just
go into
dropped.
that dock.
Great. spoke too soon. I just dropped. Drop frame rate. There we go. Go back. Come on. There we are. That's a good girl.
Access granted. Please follow standard docking protocols, Commander.
I
You
really
have been
gotta
cleared for
connect
approach.
Discord.
Feel free to relax. Your docking computer is in control.
I want to have it where everyone who's in chat can go to Discord and we can have a conversation. Everybody can talk.
Landing gear deployed.
Yeah, I use ChatGPT. Grok, we could use Grok. I don't care. But yeah, it gives you suggestions, and then after that, I edit those suggestions again. Because sometimes, like, you want the lyric to repeat, it sounds better. Or sometimes you want to get rid of the bridge,
Solid
or
approach. Welcome to our carrier, Commander.
the outverse at the end. It does different things. So I use Riff Fusion, but now it's called Producer AI, some crap. They changed the AI, and I think it's still in beta. I don't like it. I like the classic version, Riff Fusion. And yeah, I enjoy house music, trance, heavy metal, classical. I mean, every kind of music, even hip hop and rap. I love it all. And sometimes even death metal, if you can imagine. Yeah, it's a good thing. It's brings out your creative side. I mean, this generation has it all, man. When we were growing up, if we wanted to start a band, you remember? You got to get a guitar, you got to take lessons. You know, you got to make a demo you made on a cassette. You remember cassettes? I don't think these people know what a cassette is. We made it on cassettes.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Yeah, it was so different. I had a band. I had long hair. I played guitar, some lead, but I had a lead guitarist. He was Randy Rhoads, man. He was great. I don't know what happened to him. Anyway, I had a lead guitar, a drummer, kick-ass drummer, a bassist in and out, and singer in and out. So it never had the same singer twice. It was very hard to keep it together. We were working, we were doing things. It's like never had everybody at the same place at once. So.
You have now departed the no-fire zone.
But with AI,
See you soon, Commander.
damn. If I had AI when I was 16, my God. My God. The things I would have done. Because I can write lyrics. I can come up with a song in minutes. You know? I can write lyrics. And with ChatGPT, the correction and all that, it's just outstanding. Anyway. Yeah, I seen that DAW Cubase. Yeah, cassettes was a long time ago. I remember how excited I got when I got the Sony disc, this little golden disc. It had 80 megabytes on it. I got so excited. You remember the Sony disc? It was a small golden disc. Yeah, but everything changed fast. Then CDs, then DVDs, then that was eliminated with iPod. Yeah, I think I made a video and I said that I tried to get AC/DC's "If You Want Blood." It's an older song from their first album. I wanted to put that in a video. I emailed the distributor, and they wanted like a fortune, dude, just for the one song. I said, I don't make money off it. I just want to put the song on there and get the ability to play the song, right? Because I really love the song. And I think that they wanted like 50 grand for full rights. I'm like, get the hell out of here. What am I, buying a car? It's just one song. One video, less than 5 minutes. Anyway, that was that. So that's when I saw that Atlas was coming out with some music. I said, "What do you do this?" "Oh, Suno." Okay. I tried Suno. Didn't like it. I did another one, didn't like it. Then I found Riff Fusion. Because Riff Fusion can be manipulated a little bit. You can add like you could put the song in a certain key, beats per minute, all that. You can give it specific instructions and it'll change. The song will change according to your instructions. So I'm having a good time with that. And I made trance songs, ambient, rock, easy listening, different like I've been dabbling with it for months now, and I really enjoy it. And I don't have to pay 50 grand to get a license. I'll get the Discord hookup so we can talk to each other, so we don't have to type all that. I hate typing too. When I used to do it with Atlas, it just drive me crazy. Exactly. Cool. Yeah, exactly. Exploration, atmospheric, hauling, maybe. Trance. I don't know. I don't know if you like trance. I like trance. Exactly. Combat heavy. I have a list of combat songs. I really love AI music. It's the best invention ever. Man, if I had this when I was 16, my God. Because at 16 I had 6 guitars. I'm talking amplifiers, you know those pedals, sound effect pedals. I had like, man, I was geared out, man, and just never worked out. I used to take lessons twice a week. I used to play until I had calluses on my fingertips. I had no fingerprints because I had to change guitar strings twice a week. When you're playing guitar, you know, it has like a filament on it, but that goes away eventually, and it's just bare metal, and you're like cutting your fingertips into the metal. I mean, and metal's cutting into the fingertips. So yeah, that's techno, right? Exactly. Trance is usually about 125 to 135, 140 beats per minute. It's about your heart rate when you're exercising. A progressive house, vocal trance, progressive vocal trance. It's not really, techno is faster. Techno's the 80s. It started with techno. But like if you go to a rave, that music you hear, that's trance. Burning Man, that's all you have at Burning Man is trance music.
07 Commander, welcome to our carrier. Clearance granted. Move directly to your landing pad. Docking requires confirmed. Assisted approach.
I made some good music. All types of music. Then it's Spanish guitar, like Gypsy Kings. That's the older, for those who used to listen to Spanish music. But you can mix different musics together. It's phenomenal. I love AI. I love AI music. I really do. I really love AI music. Do it, Corvus. I'll come on your stream whenever you're streaming. Yeah, but the only thing I watch, there's nothing on YouTube, so the only thing I watch is
We've got you safe and sound. Clamps engaged. Enjoy your stay with us.
people streaming. News is kind of depressing, and some people just left. They stopped streaming altogether. But not much content out there. Almost done. I did. There's Streamlabs. If you do Streamlabs, I had a problem with Streamlabs. I had a clicking. It was a constant clicking. I deleted Streamlabs, uploaded OBS, and the clicking was gone. It was like you hear kind of like a paper being crumbled up. It wasn't my mic. It wasn't my equipment. And find out it's Streamlabs. Something's wrong with their software. I had it on my Apple. My video thumbnails, I just make my own. So I use AI generated images, and then I put it into PowerPoint. I manipulate the PowerPoint, add whatever I want to put, text or whatever I want to put in there, and then I take the picture of it, or I save it as a picture JPEG, and then I resize it 1280 by 720 for the thumbnail. But it takes me less than 10 minutes to do that.
Ship release.
I have AI
Confirmed.
picture and movie generator and whatever. It makes all my thumbnails. Like I said, dude, if we had this when we were younger, we'd be Michael Jackson today. I kid you not. The kids nowadays don't know what they have. Yeah, you can. Yeah, they have all that. Streamlabs, you can make your own thumbnails, or if you have another stream software. I use OBS, so it doesn't really have that, so I make my own. I did Streamlabs, but I had problems with it, so but it was on my Apple, so I switched to a PC, and it's working better, a lot better. Even the CPU usage on my Apple was like 40%. My Windows version computer has graphics card, so it's not integrated like Apple. But Apple does great graphics, so if you're using it for like music, my music I put through Apple graphics, right? So fun times. I really enjoy making content. It's my hobby now. Love it.
Orbital flight engaged.
Yeah, these kids nowadays are just their phones. When you were growing up, can you ever imagine that you can have a computer at your fingertips? Like the new iPhone. How much computing power does that new iPhone have? It's amazing. But when I was a kid, I bought myself an Armatron watch. Remember the Armatron watch? The digital watches? They had the red screen, and you pressed a button and the time popped up. Ooh, that was exciting. I'm old, dude. An Armatron watch. Oh my god. Fun times. Hopefully this year they end up with a bang. Frontier finishes the year with a bang. That would be fantastic if we have a big surprise at the end of the year. But if it's a dud, oh. Because at the end of the year, they can make a ton of money doing the right thing, you know. You can make a ton of money, but when I see the potential of this game and I see just the things it's not doing, it drives me crazy. Yeah, dude, you gotta keep yourself busy. My dad went into retirement for about 4 months. I remember what he said. He was 67. He said, I'm going back to work. I said, why? You don't need the money. He had tons of money. He had a good pension. I said, I'm bored out of my head. If I stay in the house, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die early. And he was right. He lived to 82. He kept on working. So it's not a bad thing. You got to keep busy. You got to keep your mind busy. You can't just watch TV and bake barbecues, fry up meat. You got to keep busy. I want to retire now, but if I know I did, I go back to work in 2 or 3 months. You could stream, you could play, and after a while it gets boring. Can't do that all the time. But I'm the kind of guy that I have to keep working. I have to keep working. I have to keep going. But instead of doing physical manual labor, I just use my brain. I have plans. We'll see if I make those plans a reality. Yeah, you do have about 10 years on me, man. I can't imagine. Yeah, I gotta get this score going. What you should do, Corvus, my suggestion, is start looking at the streaming software videos. There's plenty of tutorials, right? And set it up, do some test runs, because YouTube is very critical. Jeez, man, grandsons. Ooh, my oh my. You're the man. That's a big family. Yeah,
Fire on
that's
the
a lot.
said surrounding
42
area.
years? Man. Phew.
Access granted. Proceed to your allocated pad, Commander. Docking request confirmed. Assisted approach is go.
42 years. Woo. Man, oh man.
Landing gear deployed.
Landing successful. Commence shutdown. Our services are at your disposal.
We got 2 runs left. Yeah. 42 years. Jesus, man. That's commitment. That's commitment. True, man. That's a lot. That is true commitment. "42 years. You've been doing that longer than most people have been married. Most people have been alive. That's a long time. That's a good deal, dude. But I'm sure you liked it and you had fun. Otherwise, you wouldn't do it that long. Yeah, I have 2 computers. I had an older one sitting around the office and collecting dust. So I went, I'm in China. You can upgrade a potato here with $200. So I changed the motherboard with processor. Just upgraded a little bit. Didn't spend much. I think I spent $100 for the motherboard and about 200 for the processor. And then I upgraded the graphics card, right? Because I want to have a dedicated streaming computer and a dedicated gaming computer. I didn't want to. I bought one of these Elgato. It's called a Elgato capture card. It works great, right? But you can put it on one computer if your processor or graphics card is good enough. It's high enough. So you can. I would suggest that just put on one computer. My CPU usage is about
Disengaged. You have liftoff.
1%, 2%. I see. That's dedication, man. If you're doing something that long, you loved it. It's a passion. It wasn't a job.
Speed restrictions have been lifted. We'll see you soon.
My
Commander.
dad was a tailor. Okay, you might think it's a lowly job, but he got so good that he was working on movie star clothes and movie star stuff. So people knew him in in uptown Manhattan. He was midtown and uptown. He was at 61st Street and 3rd Avenue. That was his shop. But he loved what he was doing. He was a perfectionist. He loved the ability to make something beautiful out of piece of shit, piece of junk. So if you can do that all your life, that's passion, that's love. You know? It really is. You're gonna find you miss it. I guarantee it, man. Just 3 or 4 months out of the grind, you're gonna be like, oh man, I miss that. I miss doing that. Oh. You're gonna see.
Orbital flight engaged.
Yeah, I could see that. I could see that. Management is babysitting adults. That's the way I describe it. It really is. Babysitting adults. Not everybody can be not everybody can do business management. Not everybody can be a manager. Not anybody could be a CEO. It requires a special type of person. You got to be able to swallow a lot. I want to be honest with you. But when you go and get one of these jobs and they see that you can hack, you can manage and be in a management role, they promote you right away and they say, oh, you can do this, you can do this. And so you're gonna get trapped into that role, and then all of a sudden you get the knack, right? You get how to do it. But it is babysitting adults.
Landing gear deployed.
I was just in management before I came to China, opened up this software company. I was in management for about 20 years. And yeah, it's not a downfall. No, I disagree with you. It's not a downfall. It's good to have a heart for the employees. If you have a heart for them, they know you love them. You get loyalty. I don't like spreadsheets either, dude. And PowerPoints and reports. Oh my god. Investor meetings, quarterlies. Suckage. Real bad. Okay. One last haul.
Landing gear retracted. Ship released. Engines engaged. Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, I had to do a lot of presentations, a lot of meetings, a lot of conferences. Yep. Not much fun. Hanging out with employees, that was fun. That's fun. Breaking bread together. Going out for beer. Fun. Company picnics. Fun. Oh my god. Board meetings. Investor meetings. Oh god. I'd rather be like Daniel in the lion's den. Seriously. It's like ravenous wolves. Yeah. But I know what you mean.
We see you out there, Commander. Let us know if you'd like to dock. Access granted. Please follow standard docking protocols, Commander. Docking request confirmed. Assisted approach is go.
Landing gear deployed.
So you're gonna move down to Arizona. Is all your family in Arizona or they're in Utah? Or is Utah where your home base is, your business? So if your family's in Arizona, I would see why you're moving to Arizona. But Arizona's got great great environment. It's hot, it's dry. I like that. When you get older, you get arthritic.
Contact confirmed. Solid approach. Welcome, Commander.
Yeah, I know. I know. I'll get that set up these next couple of days. The Apple had the Discord, and since I swapped computers, I don't have Discord on this new one. I keep adding new new software every day. Try to make things work. Yeah. Last trip. Let's dump this. But don't think about the time difference, dude, because last night I woke up your time. It was 4 o'clock in the afternoon your time. No, 3 o'clock. So I woke up at 4 o'clock. Couldn't go back to sleep. I went to sleep at 1 and woke up at 4. So I get about 3 hours a night. So I'm up all the time. Sometimes I nap at work. Like I have a nice exec chair. So it reclines back and boom, I'm asleep in 2 seconds. So I'll take a power nap
Release.
I don't know about you, but I
Departure
need less and
confirmed.
less sleep every year. Every year I get older. Some days I can go with 2 hours. Yeah, if you're gonna set up a Streamlab or OBS, you're gonna have to set up Discord if you want like to have that chat, voice chat. You're gonna have to set up the Discord
And you're
through
clear. Best of luck, Commander.
the streaming software you're gonna use. So yeah, I would, for your sake, yeah, I would set up a Discord channel to get that rolling. In your streaming software. I don't know if Streamlabs has. They should. They should have Discord.
Frameshift drive charging.
But I think Streamlabs will work better on a PC. I put on my Apple and it just sucked. So PCs work better with OBS and Streamlabs. It's for one. It disconnected for maybe 30 seconds, 20 seconds. There was some drop frames and some lag, but after that it started working again just fine. On my Apple it would drop every 2-3 minutes. Yeah, they got it together. OBS is open source, so Streamlabs has a lot more bells and whistles.
Orbital flight engaged.
I'm the kind of guy that once I start working with a software, I want to keep that software, and so I'm hard to switch to something new. Like, you know, when you upgrade software, like you upgrade Windows 11, and some of the software you had, it just became out of date. So you have to start updating stuff or find new things to use. That drives me nuts. So instead of getting frustrated, I just add new things eventually. Add one new piece, add second new piece, another piece of software. Take my time. Then I got other things I need to do, so. So I had security issues with some of the software. So this weekend I'm having software engineers work overtime to go over every nook and cranny of the stuff and try to find where the problems are. And so anyway, no biggie. So when I have time, I can add new software, fix the computer, do this, do that.
Landing gear deployed.
One thing I like about where I am, China is incredibly good for computer hardware. You can pretty much get anything, and relatively cheap.
Docking successful.
So
Engine
Yeah, your i7, you won't be able to upgrade um, the processor. You're gonna need a new motherboard. The graphics card you can upgrade. I don't know if you need a new. I don't know if you need a new. I'll be honest with you, Corvus. Looking at what you got, it's not that bad. For if you want to use it for streaming, your CPU is not going to be a problem. Your graphics card is. So you can get a 4080 or 4060 pretty cheap. You're probably going to have to upgrade your power supply, but it won't be that expensive. I don't know if I would get a new computer. You're not going to need a new CPU. Graphics card, yes, not CPU. Alright. The rest of this stuff is on another ship. And this guy can retire. Yeah, I don't know if you need a new computer, honestly. I'll be honest with you. And for streaming, you need upload speed, not download speed. And you need at least minimum 10 megabytes per second. YouTube won't allow you. I mean, they even have like streaming police. They come on and they knock you off the server. I've had that happen 3 times. I raised the streaming amount that you could do beyond 10, and it goes to 15 or whatever, and it overdoes it. I guess it, and they come on and they kick you off. Yeah. I think I got an i7. I think I got an i7, but it's 10K. Yeah, they have stream cops. It happened 3 times actually. They kicked me out, then I had to restart everything because it was going too fast, and then so I reduced the upload speed. So now I'm averaging about 4,000, and it doesn't seem to go over that, and so I don't get anybody coming and kick me out. I know it sounds stupid, but it happened three times, man. Stream cops. 2 guys, they come on, and all of a sudden, boom, I'm out. The whole connection drops and everything drops. So, but YouTube is very temperamental, so the upload is, yeah, I'll be honest, if you go from a 1080 Ti to a 3080, and they're pretty cheap. A 3080 should be pretty cheap. And you could still keep the i7 and still have a good stream. Your system won't be overburdened to stream and play at the same time. But like this computer, you can keep and make this maybe the streaming computer, and buy yourself a second computer to play the video game with. Get your Elgato capture card, connect the 2 computers together with that.
We see you out
Very
there,
easy,
Commander.
it's not
Let
hard.
us know if you'd like to dock.
Plenty of videos on it. I can even show you what to do. It's not hard. And so this way you don't get rid of this computer. You can use, because it's i7 77. It's not bad. And yeah, the only problem is the graphics card. That graphics card is like 7 years old.
Access granted. Please follow standard docking protocols, Commander. You have been cleared for approach. Feel free to relax. Your docking computer
Yeah, you
is
won't
in
need
control.
much CPU for streaming, man. You'll need GPU for streaming.
Landing gear deployed.
Because you're not having that many processes going on at the same time. You got the streaming software, you got maybe the game, the mic, maybe 4 or 5 processes, not a lot. So
We've got you safe and sound. Solid approach.
yeah,
Our
there you go.
services are at your disposal.
But yeah, I have 2 computers. I have like I call it the monster. I made it last year. I spent about $3,000 on it, but the GPU is, oh my god. I got a gaming motherboard, gaming CPU, gaming everything, and a massive, how long? 34-inch screen. That's why when you see my stream, it's got like, you could see it's like longer. The actual screen's longer, but it's this one gaming, I barely use the CPU. It's the GPU that actually does all the work, gaming and streaming. So pretty nice. Let me just put this fleet carrier here, and then I will be done. Well, hey Corvus, welcome to Drac, which means dragon. Welcome to DRKK. You are a major. You have all the powers that I have, except moving the fleet carrier. If you want me to put it somewhere, just send me a text. I'll put it wherever you want. I do recommend, like, first chance you get when you come back in, you can do some shopping. You know, go upgrade your suits and your guns. Use the stuff in the bank, and then we can go do some raids. I don't know if you have your engineers, your Odyssey engineers, but we can work on that when you come back. We can get you some Selman activations and yeah, but the thing with the Google, it's not going to take that much CPU power, dude. Like, I'm barely using 2.3% CPU. That's what it says. 2% CPU. And I got Google open. So I got the live stream. Okay, the studio open so I can see the picture and the analytics. I have OBS open. I have a mic. I have the capture card going through the computer. So I got like a dozen processes and it's barely using 2% CPU. It's the GPU that's doing all the work. So yeah. At grade 5. Yeah, do you have the Do you have the Odyssey engineers? Because the Odyssey engineers, they need to be unlocked for the special things that you can do with the suit and the guns. Okay, so I can explain that when you know what? I'm going to make a video. I'll explain that in a video. I think that'll be a good idea. Because the Odyssey engineers, for unlocking the special things you need for your gun and your suit, like carrying capacity, more armor, extended battery life, all those things. Yeah, we can work on that. That's easy. So the first one is I already have. I think I have the push in the bank in a fleet carrier. So the first one is one that will open up. Was it hip accuracy, something like that? It's regarding your gun and your carrying capacity of your suit. So we can work on those things when you come back. Yeah. But you got enough materials in the bank, and you have the Pioneer there that you can actually just upgrade everything on the fleet carrier. Anyway, on the squadron carrier, I mean. Alright, dude. That's it for me. I'm out. Thanks for joining me, Corvus. Welcome aboard. And feel free to invite anybody you want. You have access to all the cash. Take it all if you want. Doesn't bother me. And use the materials to upgrade whatever you want. So when you come back, I'll do something on the Odyssey engineers. I think it's a cool idea. You know, I think that's a great idea. Because you need to unlock one, then you have to give them some stuff, and then go unlock another, and then give them some stuff to unlock another, etc., etc. Yeah, talk to you later, dude. You have a great day. Join our squadron. DRKK is the call sign. Take care.
Attention all passengers. This carrier has scheduled a hyperspeed
Take care, dude.
jump.
This will be the end of my stream.
Prior to departure.
And see you soon when you come back to the bubble. But we'll talk. Send me messages in Squadron.